Hey guys, this is Anime Ball Z here, and today we're going to be doing the 12th part of What If Goku Was an Elite Saiyan. Please like to help with the video's algorithm and subscribe. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I want to say in the intro, so without further ado, let's get to the video.
Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag, disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
Well, that means you have potential, Beerus replies, turning to continue and watch the fights at hand. Currently, it's Raditz who is up against Dispo. Dispo, the fastest in your universe. You wouldn't even be a contender in ours, Raditz shouts, before erupting in a click of violent blue ki. He then flies directly at Dispo and intends to throw a telegraphed hit, which is easily perceived and evaded by the swift warrior. His speed is there, Raditz states, before turning and collapsing his aura, ascending into his perfected state. He then looks intently around himself, trying to catch his target. However, he gets kicked in his back and he turns to see nothing at all. The same thing happens again, but then he purposely looks confused but then turns last second to grab him by the neck. Raditz then slams Dispo and throws a barrage of punches and kicks to destroy him. He eventually pushes him to the edge of the ring where he finishes him off with his godly double Sunday. Dispo does catch both of them, but the force is simply too much to handle and he is pushed right off the ring and is eliminated. With Jiren, Goku is actually able to put up a good fight. He's way stronger now and has better battle instinct with his Akari form. It's not like Jiren is able to totally dominate his blue form, as in canon. Goku charges forwards and they fall into a power struggle, restlessly attempting to overpower the other with their brute strength. Goku, I can defeat you, your power does not intimidate me, he shouts back, actually overpowering Goku in the process. This isn't my full power, Jiren, Goku shouts back, leaping away to secure some distance. You're bluffing. Goku smirks before clenching his fists and powering up, eventually cloaking in the mystical aura of Ultra Instinct. His new sleek form makes Beerus smirk and Goku just looks calmly at his opponent. This can't be happening, such power, Jiren thinks to himself, unable to acknowledge Goku's ultimate strength. Goku then screams and flies directly at Jiren, punching him in the stomach with incredible force. Jiren then throws multiple punches that are all parried or evaded by the speedy fighter. In one quick snap, Goku kicks him in his chest and blasts back off his 2 feet and punches Jiren back several meters. As he starts to stumble back, he runs right after him, becoming a blur to a lot of the fighters that watch him. The two fighters clash and Goku literally launches Jiren right into the pole right in the middle of the arena. This actually significantly injures Jiren and makes him more concerned about the absolute power of this godly Saiyan. His inability to admit defeat makes him even more annoyed and furious. Jiren with an injured back leaps off his feet and runs directly at Goku rashly. However, his form gives him the unique ability to evade and swerve past every single hit that comes his way. Even when Jiren tries his very hardest to hit him, the Ultra Instinct user simply slips past it like he's water. Hit me back then, he barks, restlessly attacking and throwing a series of ki blasts. Goku doesn't even dodge these and tanks the hits, and once the smoke clears, he is left with only torn and burnt clothing, but no injuries to his actual physical body. You don't want me to hit you, Goku replies, not moving his body an inch. You think you can take me down? I'm the strongest of my universe and the strongest fighter on this arena, Jiren claims, running right at Goku and launching a final one-hand energy wave. Goku swiftly flips around the side of the energy wave and clashes ahead, dodging the hot red beam of energy. His speed is so much to handle that he's a complete blur to his opponent, catching him right off guard. Goku punches Jiren in his stomach so hard that the energy wave stops being launched. Then Goku swivels up and kicks the burly fighter right across the arena, heavily injuring him. He then throws in 3 distinct ki blasts and the first 2 beat Jiren down, with the last one dropping him. Speedily, Goku runs at him with his UI Omen aura and kicks him in his stomach before he can even react, knocking him away. The injuries are too much for the fighter to handle and with one misstep, he's left holding on by one bloody arm. His weakened mind and body makes him very vulnerable as he struggles to raise up. Once he looks up, Goku stood above him with his celestial aura around him. With one kick, Jiren is eliminated and the biggest threat of the tournament is neutralized. You're cornered, Frost shouts to a very injured Android 18. Due to her infinite stamina, all she feels is pain, but she feels just as rejuvenated as any other time of the day. 18 runs right at him and throws several punches, trying to land at least one. The urgency is real when Frieza gets ready to step in and betray him as she's clearly losing. Oh, this human can't even keep herself in it, Frieza mumbles in irritation, preparing to leap in and shut it down. Frost then slams her into the ground with a powerful punch, finishing off with a barrage of ki blasts to bury her in the newly created rubble. With one last growing ki blast in his palm, he grows it to a somewhat large size and chucks it in, causing a massive explosion that takes off a good eighth of the arena. Whoa, you do have some firepower, Frieza says in a fake tone in his golden form. In seconds, Frost is subdued and the tournament is starting to narrow. All 4 Saiyans are still in the tournament, as well as Gohan. The last fighter is narrowed down to Toppo. His God Ki just isn't enough and his shirt has been scorched off after such a brutal battle. All of the 5 Saiyans face him in their strongest forms: Goku in UI, Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, Raditz in Super Saiyan Blue Akari, and Nappa in Perfected Super Saiyan Blue. Gohan is in Super Saiyan God and Toppo stumbles while walking back, incapable of any resistance. The Saiyans all take picks at him, bashing him back and back. Toppo eventually reaches the edge of the arena, then Goku and Vegeta fly away further ahead, but simultaneously punching Toppo off the ring. This deems Universe 7 the final winners of the tournament by total domination. They have won and all the 5 Saiyans are still present with Frieza and Android 18. I told you we'd win, Champa, Beerus shouts, then seeing Champa's solemn face. His brother's face then switches to a smile as he has now realised his fate: erasure. The last wish is handed over to the group and it's given to Goku, who is basically told by 17 to wish everyone back. He's not mean or anything, but he just doesn't think of that to begin with from being, well, stupid. Everyone returns and the saga has come to a close, with Jiren vowing to defeat Goku the next time they meet and fight. The next arc is the Broly arc, and there will be a few differences. Since they don't know Metamorian fusion, it becomes a tough spot for the warriors. All of the fighters, being Goku, Vegeta and Raditz, are very beaten up. Nappa is just stuck on training hard and gaining even more power, so he doesn't really play a major role in this movie. What do we do? Raditz asks, beaten up with lava erupting around him. Broly then screams and engulfs in his unique green aura with flowing green hair. His muscles are colossal in size and his fury is almost infinite. Broly flies right at all 3 of them and one-shots Raditz into a pile of rocks with ease. Goku, now exhausted, is out of options. He stops powering up and with the last of his strength he returns to the power of Uiomin. Broly just screams and flies right at Goku to try and finally take him out. Vegeta then flies ahead of Goku in a heroic act and turns with a concerned face. Run, Kakarot, take Raditz with you. No, Vegeta, don't do it. He powers up into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, then uses his final explosion technique, blasting the fighters away. The lava becomes incredibly hot and energetic, with Frieza also trying his hardest to escape. The light eventually dims out and Vegeta is actually still alive, but so is Broly. He has become quite bloody and beat up, but he's still ready to fight and it's only made him even more angry. Goku, seeing the dire situation, knows he has to push further. He remembers Whis explaining to him how there's a perfect form of Ultra Instinct and he merely possesses a shade of its power. His hair then whitens out to silver and his aura switches colours slightly, ascending him to the power of mastered Ultra Instinct. Goku then screams and flies right at Broly, punching him with his highly amplified force. Broly flies back, then Goku continues to punch him back like this, punching him away then catching back up to him. Broly then throws a wild swing and Goku flips over it gracefully, throwing down a kick before dodging another attack and launching a very bright white energy wave. Broly, now flying down right for the ground, is left barely able to retaliate. With instant transmission, Goku appears behind Broly, charging up his ultimate attack, the Kamehameha. His ball of energy grows dense and unstable before he releases and launches the massive energy wave right at Broly. A split second before he is hit and almost killed, he returns to his home planet at the wish of Chi-Lai. With that, the arc pretty much comes to an end and a few things happen. Piccolo, Gohan and Nappa head to the hyperbolic time chamber. Piccolo wants to harness the power he saw at the Tournament of Power, and Gohan wants to catch up to his father in case that he has to fight some universal threat again. Nappa also wants to grow strength, but is a little clueless. He isn't exactly engrossed by the idea of Ultra Instinct, and he knows that Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is the limit really. There's little that he can move on to do. Ultra Instinct doesn't really fit his body type and his fighting style, which uses his brute strength and power to overpower his opponents. Once Nappa exits the time chamber and returns to his training with Beerus, something else happens. Both you and Vegeta seem not too keen on Ultra Instinct. You don't like the idea of copying an ability of Goku and it bothers you. You don't want the power because of the type of build that you have. I know a power that both of you might like, Moro says, turning to pick up a rock. What's that? Nappa asks, happy to hopefully get a better direction in his physical conditioning and strength training. Us gods of destruction try to learn ultra instincts like your peers Goku and Raditz, but there's also a power we use to perform our role. Destruction, he shouts before throwing up the rock and causing a massive explosion. This makes Nappa gasp in surprise and makes Vegeta smirk. We can turn matter into energy and erase the mass so it never returns. This allows us to perform devastating explosions through converting certain things into energy. For example, imagine what a mountain can do when that happened with some random stone. How long will it take to learn it? Nappa asks abruptly. It will be a process. You guys have it in you though. I can't be bothered lecturing and sparring you guys like Whis, but any questions that you have, I'll attempt to answer, he replies, turning to fall asleep. The first scene of the Moro arc is a quick spar between Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta struggles to stay fighting against the Elite Saiyan and he's just so much weaker than him. However, it doesn't weaken him but makes him want to work even harder and surpass him one day. Boo being defeated long ago means that he isn't an option for the Galactic Patrol, but Goku is. Goku, just chilling at Capsule Corp with the other Saiyans, sees a spaceship arrive. Who are you guys? Goku asks, ready to fight. We're gonna need to take you in, Goku, he states, with the other Saiyans going out to see what the commotion is all about. Stun them. The group all take out their stun guns and take out the Saiyans in one quick swoop, taking them all in. They all get to see how the Galactic Patrol is run and Goku scouts out to find the old goat man on Namek. Arriving there, Raditz is the first to take on the warrior. He has a very frail physique and is cloaked with a brown cloth. Raditz runs in with a scream, throwing several punches in his base form. He then flies up and screams again, engulfing in the golden aura of Super Saiyan before diving down and throwing a punch that forms a large crater. You have power, boy, Moro says with a smile on his face. Raditz then blasts off and flies right towards him with a straight punch. Moro evades even this attack. Just who is this guy? Raditz wonders. Out of nowhere, his arm feels abnormally heavy, then so does his entire body as he slams right into the rock below. Next, he is just swung into the side of the crater with a waft of Moro's hand. Seeing the power of Moro, Raditz stands and screams again, powering up into Super Saiyan God. His aura is fiery and explosive and he flies right off to attack Moro once again. With one bang of the chin, he's right out of the crater and Raditz continues to beat him down. As Raditz flies up to deal the finishing blow, he combines this form with his Akari state and dives down with a punch, heavily injuring Moro once he hits him. The entire ground below is destroyed and a mass of brown debris and dust is released, making both fighters seem invisible. Raditz, now gotten rid of his Akari combination, stares over Moro, who then parts the dust. Moro then uses his telekinetic abilities to throw a rock at Raditz, who just grabs it and crushes it. 3 more rocks come his way and with just a glance, the rocks are destroyed. You want to see my magic? Very well then. Moro lifts large streams of lava that come flying forwards. Well, I think it's lava anyway. It's just black and white for the manga, so it's pretty hard to tell what it actually is. The thick streams come flying towards Raditz, but he flies right up and dodges multiple of them at once. He uses graceful movements to dodge them while flying around, missing each stream. However, he gets hit by one once he stops and is launched further upwards slightly. I commend you on your abilities. You're far below me, but I commend you. Am I? Moro replies, launching 2 larger streams at Raditz. Raditz then powers up into Super Saiyan Blue and flies right through the narrow middle of the streams, punching Moro back with one strike. He then flies after him and throws several punches and kicks, breaking him apart. In his last attack, he uses instant transmission to appear behind Moro and launch his double Sunday. Moro, now weakened quite a bit, starts to grow a large ball of energy above him, absorbing the energy of the planet and the people on it. Condensing it, he eats the ball and gains far more power than before. Trust me, I'll take you out, Raditz shouts, trying desperately to power up. Come on Raditz, you won't beat this guy without Super Saiyan. I know, he replies, trying once again to even get just Super Saiyan. I can't turn Super Saiyan, he replies, before getting one shot by Moro. He flies right through a rock hill then rolls away slowly, with little to no power left. Goku and Vegeta then step in and fly right at Moro, who turns with a smile. In one go, he punches both of them at the same time like Black Frieza, then swats Vegeta away with a spinning kick. Goku then screams and desperately tries to reach the next stage, making no progress. Moro then kicks Goku back and pulls up lava to damage him. After this, Moro absorbs their energy too and becomes much younger looking and powerful. He then takes the chance to leave and carry on his intentions as in canon, to get the Dragon Balls. Then Moro finds him and actually captures him temporarily. After this, Goku, Vegeta and Raditz fly right after him. "I'm going to take you out now, Moro," Goku shouts, beginning to glow in his UI Omen aura. "You can say that, Saiyan, but can you back your claim?" So that will conclude the 12th part of What If Goku Was an Elite Saiyan. Part 13 is almost fully scripted and I think there's only going to be one part after this before this whole What If is done. I'm already midway through the Granola arc, and once Black Frieza comes, the What If is done, so I don't think there'll be enough content to make a part 14. The next video coming out after this is What If Deku had Soul Force, and then the next video will be What If Goku was a Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball. I will be posting a thumbnail for that What If very soon. I will try to upload the What Ifs in tandem with each other, and if that works, I'll try to continue that with the future What Ifs that I'll make on this channel. Tell me something you liked about the video, something that I should improve on for the next part to make this What If as great as possible. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.